Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Roar Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Lara Sturm.
Welcome to episode 238. How are you, Josh?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So What's
Awesome.
been going on?
So we had some lifters compete at the Arnold and also the 2 weeks before that, but we didn't have a chance to talk about it. So I guess we'll start with 2 weeks ago. Christina Drescher did her first meet. She went 9 for 9 and qualified for regionals. She's only been working with us for 2 months, so that was cool to see her get her first meet in and qualify for a bigger meet. And then Robert Colvin competed. He went 9 for 9 and hit 4 PRs. So he hit a 215 squat, a 160 bench, 290 deadlift, and a 665 total. So squat was a 10 kilo PR, bench was a 10 kilo PR, deadlift was a 20 kilo PR, and total was a 55 kilo PR. So not too bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You can't get more PRs than that.
Right, that's true. Unless it's like, yeah, I mean, you could start, you could make up some PRs. Like,
oh, yeah.
I was 0.2 kilos lighter than last time. That's another PR.
Yes. It was the first time I did that on a Saturday.
Yeah. My hair looked good.
Yes. Hair PR.
Yeah. Then we also had two lifters compete at the Arnold this past weekend, and they both did awesome. So Stacy Metcalf lifted at the Masters Bench Bash. She went 3 for 3 and tied her PR bench of 45 kilos. And I think she had room to spare. So like, I think she could have maybe gone a little bit more, but either way, like to go 3 for 3 at the Arnold is awesome. Like that's a big deal. And then Alicia Webb, she lifted at the Masters Raw Challenge. She went 8 for 9. She just missed her second bench. It was 126 kilos for a world record that she already has, but she just kind of misgrooved it coming down. But she ended up second overall, so she won $500 in prize money, second to Jen Thompson. But it was kind of fun because she was kind of in a dogfight with like 4 other girls, and it came down to the third deadlift. I was not there, but I was actually on a basically talking with Wade and Greg Simpson, who were there handling her. I was doing all the math from my computer at home and messaging them updates. So we figured out that, she needed to pull 187.5 to get second place, and that's what we loaded, and that's what she pulled. So yeah, it was clutch.
Nice. Clutch. I like that.
Clutch. Yep.
Yeah. Good for her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So to recap the Arnold, 43 pro cards were awarded. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So in the Masters Bench Bash, the top 3 earned or renewed their pro card. So of the 5 that hit the minimum age dots and were the top 3, we have third place was Lee Haynes, second place was Joy Black, and first place was Elizabeth Richardson.
Yep. In the women's Raw, there were 8 women that hit the minimum age adjusted dots. But the top 3 that earned the pro card were third place Doreen Munoz, second place was Brianna Boardman, and first place was some lady named Jennifer Thompson.
I've heard of her. Weird.
Yeah, so sounds familiar.
And in the men's equipped division, there were 8 that hit the minimum age dots. In third place, we had Brian Scott, second place Jeff Sussman, and in first place Robert Evans.
And the men's Raw, there were 13 people that hit the minimum age adjusted dots. Third place getting a pro card was Howard Aaron. Second place was David Sneed, and first place was Daryl Funk.
Nice. All right. And then in the bench bash, the top 3 earned or renewed their pro card. And in the women's equipped, there was 4 that hit the minimums age dots, but we're going to take the top 3. Third was Allison Shupp. Second place was Rachel Hannon, and first place was Natalie Richardson.
In the women's open Raw division, there were 12 that hit the minimum dots. Top 3 got a pro card. Third place was Shelby Morse, Uncle Jeremy's lifter. Second place was Marissa Widener, and first place was that Jennifer Thompson person again.
That we don't know her. Yeah. In the men's equipped division, there were 4 that hit the minimum age dots, And these three earned their pro card. In third place was Tate Hernandez. Second place, Derek Gottschalk. Can't say it.
Gottschalk.
Chalk.
Do you got chalk for deadlifting?
That was good. That was good. I'm sure he's never heard that before.
Probably
and
not.
in first place, we had Nick Benarakis.
Yep. Nick was on the podcast a couple weeks ago. Big benches. Cool dude. All right. In the men's raw, there were 14 that hit the minimum dots, but the top three that got a pro card were Derek Gagnon, Daryl Funk, and Aaron Latinsky. So that's the open bench bash.
Nice. In the Masters Raw Challenge, the top three earned or renewed their pro card. And in the women's division, third place, can't speak, Deborah Mazzullo. Second place was Alicia Webb, heard of her. And first place, Jennifer Thompson. There she is again.
Yeah. And it's crazy because in the men's division and the women's division in the Masters Raw Challenge, there were 23 in each of those divisions that hit the minimum dots, but only the top three got a pro card. So it was like super duper competitive. Like there were national champions that didn't place top three. So kind of crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And in the men's division, the third place was Lee Wells. Second place was Matt Mucagrosso. And first place was Alejandro Wickham.
And in the Raw Challenge, top five earned or renewed their pro card. Boy. So in the women's division, there was 17 that hit their minimum dots. Fifth place was Heather Brinkley. Fourth place was Sarah Mikilich. Third place was Madison Lewis. Second place, Kate Cohen. And first place was Margaret Necaise.
Yeah.
Sorry, Margaret.
Necaise, I think. This was the women's division in this meet was ridiculous. The minimum dots is 475, and there were 17 women that were over that. The winner had a 570 dots. That's ridiculous. And there's quite a bit of prize money for this meet too. So first got two grand, second got 1,000, third got 750, fourth got 500, and fifth got 250. But the Masters Raw Challenge and the Open Raw Challenge were both just like stacked events. On the men's side, there were 14 lifters that hit the minimum dots of 500, and fifth place was Dan Howe with $250. Albert Lee won $500. George Noma won $750. Kevin Sanukin was second with $1,000, and Lorenzo Wright was first with $2,000. The crazy thing is, like, Kevin got second. He's a Georgia lifter. He won Georgia State meet last year, and then he won nationals last year, and then he went to Worlds last year and won Worlds and got second at the Arnold. Like, that's how competitive that meet is. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
He had a 542 dots and got second. Like, that's nuts.
Wow. Yeah, but Margaret's.
Margaret's dots is ridiculous.
Like, what?
That's insane.
That is insane.
So I looked up Margaret, and she hasn't lifted since 2023. So she did the Colorado State meet to qualify for Raw Nationals last year in February, and then did Raw Nationals last year and won. And then she, won the Arnold. So like she's got an interesting lifting history. Like she lifted 2017 through 2021 and then took 2022 off, which, COVID, lifted in 2023, took 2024 off, and then she's back in 2025 and in 2026, I guess, technically, because Arnold's 2026. Right. But yeah, I guess she was never on my radar, but like she's on everybody's radar now. Like that's in 570 dots is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, stupid good. All right, so Battle of the Regions, where the top three would earn their pro card, but in the women's division, no one hit the minimum dots. In first place, Shandell Yanni took it.
Yeah, she had a 469 dots, so she was close to hitting that minimum, but just not quite. So we'll maybe see her at another meet contending for that pro card. And on the men's side, there's only only three hit the minimum dots at 500. Third place was Jesse Carusco. Second was Felipe Sarkis, and first was Toby Headley. So all three of them got a pro card. And then there were some other events that were there too. It was pretty cool. The Empower ID Nationals had 21 athletes that competed, which was super cool. That's USA Powerlifting's version of Special Olympians. The Parabench event had 9 athletes that competed, so that was super cool. But yeah, I was not there, but like, man, I had some serious FOMO because I kept seeing stuff on Instagram, like people texting me, like things that were happening, and I'm just like, man, I miss it. But it was super good meet, and you know, if people have questions about how to qualify for that, like the information is actually on the Arnold website, arnold.usapowerlifting.com. So you can check that out. It's probably going to be updated for next year, but you'll be able to see what the criteria were this year. So anyway,
So the powerlifting situation. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You placed 6th at Raw Nationals in 2025, so you didn't earn your pro card, even though you exceeded the minimum dots. Your goal in 2026 is to earn your pro card. In addition to doing nationals, what other events should you do to increase your chance of earning that pro card in 2026?
Yeah, this kind of ties in with the Arnold here. I figured it'd be a good situation because I think a lot of people aren't aware, but I would say definitely do Raw Nationals. The Arnold's over, so if you didn't qualify for that or didn't lift at it, that doesn't count. So Raw Nationals would be your next opportunity. After that, I would say definitely sign up for regionals. Like I think a lot of people that are competitive at nationals are like, oh, I don't need to do regionals. But if your goal is a pro card, the best lifter at regionals gets a pro card. So that is another opportunity there. But the part that people don't think about is regionals are the only qualifier for the Battle of the Regions. And if you go back and look at what we just talked about, there were nobody in the women's division that hit the minimum dots to earn a pro card, and top 3 in the Battle of Regions at the Arnold gets a pro card. So play the long game, go do regionals, and then if you're how to qualify, you got to be top 6 at your region by dots to qualify for Battle of the Regions. So if you can just get into that top 6 and get to the Battle of the Regions, then you can compete at Battle of the Regions and just try to get top 3. So that gives you 2 more opportunities to get a pro card. Now here's the interesting like little strategy of that. The best lifter at regionals is likely not going to do Battle of the Regions, because if you get best lifter at regionals, you earn your pro card, which then is going to allow you to compete in the Raw Challenge for prize money. So that top lifter from your region is probably not going to be your competition at Battle of the Regions, because they're probably going to go into the money meet. So it might seem like you still might not make it, but if you think about all the region champions, are probably not doing Battle of the Regions. They're probably going to the Raw Challenge. So that opens up the window. So do Raw Nationals, do regionals, get into that top 6 by dots, and then go do Battle of the Regions and try to get top 3 there. If you didn't get best lifter at regionals, that's your best shot. And people, strategy wise, I don't know why more people didn't do the Battle of the Regions. I think they just didn't realize the opportunity was there to earn a pro card.
Right.
That would be my recommendation.
Well, and that's probably some minutia that Josh Rohr would sit down and figure out, and that probably a lot of people wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll save you all the reading and say it here.
There you go. Nice. Oh, you're such a geek.
It's true.
It's okay.
It's
why we love you, Josh. Because you're such a geek.
One of many reasons, or is that the only reason?
That's it. Sorry.
I plead the 5th.
One of many reasons. There you go.
Do you have a new lifter tip?
No, not right now. My brain's just mush. My brain is mush. I got no lifter tip.
Oh, I have one that's not really a new lifter tip. This is more of an advanced coach tip, kind of, but we'll use it. There was an event this weekend where somebody pulled last. They weighed in exactly the same as their competitor, and they pulled the exact weight they needed to tie. and they lost on not technically by body weight. They lost by rule because anytime two lifters have the same total, the lighter lifter wins. But if they weigh in at the exact same, it's whoever achieved the total first. So pulling to tie in this case was a pull to lose instead of win. So
I'd be so mad at my coach.
That's a big coaching faux pas, I guess. So that's just a little obscure rule that some people don't know, apparently. And yeah, just I guess we'll call it a advanced coach tip instead of a new lifter tip this week.
Learning opportunity.
Yeah, learning opportunity.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Yep.
I mean, the Arnold looked awesome. It's always great energy. It's also awesome just to watch, and
it's a spectacle. It's crazy.
it's a spectacle.
Super fun.
Yeah. It's awesome. Well, Josh, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. Pickleball update. I played today and lost all 3 games I played, so I'm here doing this podcast.
I mean, that's a valid reason to be doing this podcast.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No. Yeah. All right.
But
well,
I had fun, so does that count?
That does count. Fun does count. Absolutely.
Awesome.
So you're A+ in fun, I'm sure.
Then I'm a winner after all.
However you got to sell it to yourself.
Yep, you know.
I'm a wiener.
I'm a wiener.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next week, I'll catch you then. Stay strong. Be good.
Later.
Bye now.
And just a friendly reminder, if you are looking for science-based powerlifting programming, look no further than the Team Roar training app. You can find the link to it in the episode description, and also get 25% off of your first month using discount code, all capital, PL Ballads Podcast. Happy training.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.